damn right, weekly episodes.
Hello. Sorry, next.
We're back.
Even though this hooker tried to say, send me a link so I could do the podcast by my pool.
Well, I have been busy, and I was like, sometimes it's 3 times as long traveling to and from than it is when I'm in the podcast. So I was like, and I didn't have to go into Charlotte today. Normally I'll try to like work my week into convenience, and I'll do the things I need to do in parts of Charlotte when I can time it out to come this way. And there just wasn't a reason. And I just was like,
Not even me?
Well, you're the best reason, but I just was like, yeah, I can do a link. I mean, because my favorite podcast to listen to other than ours is Aaron Andrews and Krista Thompson.
Yeah.
And they are never together. They are always on a link. So, I mean, I think we could get there eventually, but I got my butt up. And I got here. I still have kind of wet hair. It was in desperate need of a shampoo, but I'm not sure it was worth it to wash it and then not dry it. So.
You actually had to wash your own hair?
I had to wash my own hair. It was terrible.
Bitch.
I know. I didn't shave my legs, but I washed my hair.
Thought they felt prickly.
I've been busy. I do have heels on and a dress. You're in a dress, but you do not have heels on today.
I had them on. Okay. I just threw my flip-flops on when I ran in the house.
I was about to say, you were just at a work meeting without heels on?
No, they're in the floorboard of my car.
Oh my God, you're too funny with your heels all the time. Even your friend Shannon, who we had on last week, mentioned it. She said Krista was born in heels.
Born in heels and was pregnant in heels and even went into the delivery room in heels.
I loved that episode with her. I thought she was so fun. And we'll have to have Shannon back on again.
I would love to. I thought we didn't even hit the surface. I mean, like all the stories we have of some of the good stories and fun times with her. So yeah, I think let's have her back on for sure in a few weeks.
Anytime. Yeah. It's hard for us to get people to say yes. I mean, they all say they will, but then when it comes down to it, they don't. Well, like when it's time to commit.
Right.
I almost got Kent to come on today. I was like, I'm going down to Charlotte to go do the podcast with Krista. And he's like, okay, I'm kind of finishing up early. I might, I don't know, take the bikes to get the air put in the tires. Like random stuff on our to-do list. That's not high priority. And I'm like, well, why don't you ride down with me? You can come watch the podcast or be on it or whatever you want.
That would be fun.
And he was like, I think I'm good.
We need to have the plus ones.
We totally need to have the plus ones.
We should do that and have them both on.
Yeah.
I think that would be great.
That would be fun together.
Yeah, it would be fun. No, come on, Kent.
Come on, man up, boys.
Yeah, but you're right. A lot of people we ask or offer and say, I want to. And then when it comes down to like, okay, well, we're doing it at this time. They're like, But Shannon, no, she said she was offended I hadn't asked. And, she's a busy woman. So, but the first thing I said, how about this Friday? And she's on it.
Got it done.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think it's true. The busiest people can get the most done.
Yeah.
It's like, what's one more little thing? Sure, I can cram it all in there. You're just so used to being that you can handle it all.
Yeah. Which I feel like we do quite well.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure I was going to be able to have a glass of wine with you today, but here I am.
I wasn't sure I was going to be able to either.
You just came off of a Key West trip.
Yes.
Looked amazing. I need to hear all about that.
It was so fun. We wanted to get my mom out of town for a few days to get her mind off of Nanny passing and get her out of the house. And timing was not great because, we've got the Carolina Country Music Fest coming up this weekend and June's insane. And anyway,
May was insane, but you just said, let's squeak it out real quick.
I said, Mom, there's never it's always next time, but we just need to do this. It's been a hard month. It's been a hard month before that, with her in and out of the hospital. We just need to go. Let's just do it. I can figure out everything else out. Let's go. And so we did it. We booked a flight, went to Casa Marina, which was awesome. It was great. We had great dinners. One night went to bed at 7 p.m. because we had too much to drink during the day.
All day. So
especially FCK.
She got white girl wasted?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But, you're in the pool, you're drinking. We drank a lot of Prosecco.
Nice.
Which I have to say, you don't get hungover.
Great.
Really, every day the next day, we were up walking around. We walked a few miles every day. We did the Ernest Hemingway's house. I think I sent you a picture of that. Mm-hmm. It was awesome. Went to some good brunches, had 2 really good dinners. One, we never went to dinner.
We need to post our Key West recommendations, have a tab on our Instagram or something that of all the places and things. Because a coworker or someone I know at work said they were about to go and that they had talked to you. And I was like, well, are you staying at Casa Marina? And they're like, no.
Oh.
I'm like, what? Well, then she did not do a very good job. That's the only place to stay. It's the only place with beachfront, like
Yes.
good beachfront.
Yes.
He's like, no, we're not on the beach at all. I'm like, why are you going to Key West then?
Yeah. So I was supposed to talk to their events manager, and I gave the bartender my card. He was going to come out, and then he got stuck in a meeting.
I gave the bartender my card.
I was like,
oh,
come on, Katie.
You're like, no, really, this is work related. Take my card. Here's my number. It's my personal email on there too.
Yeah. It was female.
You want to connect? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Katie, she was like, oh yeah, Greg wants to come out and talk to you, but he got stuck in a meeting. And I was like, oh, well, have him email me. Here's my card. So I look to hear from you, Greg, from Casa Marina.
Greg, let's do it.
Because we want to go down there. Yeah, we can definitely list. I mean, I feel like I've been there probably 30 times.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I have not. I've been there like half a dozen.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So I was like, oh, I'm not going to drink today. Oh, damn, we're recording the podcast.
That's what
I have to have a glass of wine. If I go in there and like, no.
I would have slayed you for it. Right. Because you've done the same to me. But I was in Boston. My family throws a golf tournament every year. Well, it started in like 97. My dad started it for my mom because she, we moved to North Carolina and all of our family was in the Northeast. And it was their way of kind of saying like, let's get everyone down south. It's warmer here earlier. Yeah. We all the men play golf. So it's like the blood relatives of me against the outlaws, the people we've married and family, friends and stuff. So it's a really fun format. So they did it in like 97, 98, 99. And then Kent and I, when we got married and had our own country club membership, we brought it back. So then we brought it back in like 16 or 17, 18, 19, and had to take off for COVID. Then we brought it back in 23.
Kent wasn't invited.
Oh, wow. So yeah, he wasn't invited on 24. Right. So I thought maybe it wasn't going to happen because we had done it down here. And the way the divorce paperwork was going, I was not included on the club membership. He like tried to get me like physically removed one day. He's like, I was taking pickleball lessons, side story. Sorry, next. And he saw me driving out of the club from pickleball, like in the middle of the day on a Tuesday. And he sends me some scathing text message. Oh, must be nice just to be at the club in the middle of the day while I'm out here working my ass off. And I'm like, you were at the club too.
Right.
So what?
Hello.
I'm sorry. It's lunch. It's a pickleball lunch and learn. Instead of having lunch,
right,
I'm playing pickleball. Like you can't work all the hours of the day.
Right.
But F you, leave me alone.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, he tried to like embarrass me and have me removed from the membership. So I wasn't thinking it was going to happen. And my sister in Massachusetts said, we've got a club now. Why don't we do it up here? It's closer for most of the family anyway.
Yeah.
So now it's the second year doing it at her house. And it was great. I brought my mom up there and she's had a rough go recently too. Her car breaking down for good. And then her arm, she broke her shoulder.
Yeah. Her collarbone, right?
Yeah, no, just her shoulder, like right on the tip of her shoulder. And then my dad is like maybe battling Parkinson's. Like we keep getting different diagnoses. So it's just been, getting old sucks.
Yeah.
So it was fun that I could go do that with her. And then we got to see, my mom's one of 9. So many family members, aunts, uncles, cousins. It was great. But yes, a lot of wine.
Yeah, you're with your sister.
I was with my sister. So lots of wine, lots of champagne. Like there was a gin thing in a can that tastes like a Fresca. It's delicious. Thank you, Dan. I mean, yeah, I had all sorts of things. There was a espresso martinis in the morning.
Oh boy. Yeah,
in the morning in a can, and it has 2.5 shots of vodka in it. It was really not bad. It was like,
I feel like that's going to give you a bad hangover.
Oh, well, you have enough champagne. And then I passed out on the plane on the way home.
Good night.
Good night.
Did you fly back yesterday?
I did. I got back like just in time for dinner.
What time did you land?
5.
Okay.
5:04.
We landed at 4. I was like, we were at the airport at the same time.
Oh, that would have been, Angel was there. My friend was flying back to San Antonio at 4.
Really?
Yeah, you might have seen her.
Oh,
dang it. But yeah, so I'm leaving the airport and Ken's like, all right, yeah, I'll come get you. The kids are all good. And he picked me up and we went straight to his favorite place, Lowe's grocery store.
Oh,
to get a beer and shop for what we're going to have for dinner. So I was like, okay, yeah, sounds good.
Sure.
And then some friends, their kids were already on summer break. So they came over, we had wine and it was like till 10:30 and it was a school night for us. And I'm like, this is not going to be good.
This is not.
And then today I thought, oh, I'll be good today. Nope. I'm doing the podcast with Krista.
Nope. Never mind. She won't let me not.
Ding.
Yeah. Cheers to that.
Cheers to
us. That's okay. This is Mondays. Mm-hmm. Well, originally we were recording these on Thursdays, which was like, okay. And then we kind of like having it on Mondays because it'll drop tomorrow and then everything's a little more relevant time-wise. But yeah, well.
So we'll do it for you guys. We'll have a drink for you, all you listeners.
For our audience. So did you drink on the plane?
No, because I passed out, but I had like I took part in at least 4 bottles of champagne before I went.
Oh, good. Okay. I was like, I don't even know you.
So, I mean, as soon as I got on the plane, I was like,
yeah.
I had a beer at the airport at this Mexican place I love at Logan Airport, and had my salad with the pulled chicken and a beer, a Modelo on draft. And then I got on the plane, and my mom was not seated next to me on the way back, so which was kind of nice. I didn't have to talk to her.
You were
I was just I had the middle seat, so I just put on my sunglasses and just
don't talk to me.
And then when I woke up, there was like 30 minutes left. So I was like, well, I'm not going to buy the Wi-Fi package. It's not long enough. But so I started watching the Diddy, Sean Diddy Combs story. Whoa, if you needed a little time suck to go down that rabbit hole, it's an insane story. It was awful. Like, what a bully, first and foremost. And then like an honest, bad person.
Oh my gosh. I haven't watched any of those. The Suit has, but just from what I've heard in brief little clips, it's just
he was
horrible.
A threatening menace that just, like if you have a boss that kind of puts unrealistic deadlines or expectations on you, and then you just sort of feel threatened and uneasy.
Yeah.
That's what he would constantly do to people. Was, a publicist for a certain magazine. He'd be like, well, I need to approve the artwork. And she's like, I'm sorry, we're journalists. We don't let you approve it. Like, we're doing the story.
Right.
Sorry. And then they would have to get bodyguards because he was so threatening. Yeah. And it was just like, no one wants to live like that. And that kind of fear or that intimidation. And it was just awful.
Yeah. Doesn't sound like a good person.
No, I actually used to dream. He used to be my dreams in my childhood. We were making out.
Oh, man.
I know. So this was a full circle for me. It felt like watching the movie Fear.
Yeah.
With Reese Witherspoon.
Yes.
Nicole forever.
Yeah. Forever.
Like, I loved him. And then you can't now.
No.
You can't now.
I didn't. And I don't even think the full truth is even a quarter of the way out.
I definitely don't think so too, because people are too afraid. This one woman said, I'm sharing my story because it has to be told. I need to be on the right side of history here. But there's got to be a ton of people.
Yeah.
Who saw him screaming. Anyone at that one hotel, that big public video that's come out, do you know how many people at that hotel knew that video existed?
Right.
Shame on all of them for not any one of them letting it leak or get out there. They protected a horrible person from hurting a innocent woman. She just got mauled in a hallway. It was awful.
Ugh.
And everyone saw that security footage when it would have happened, and no one did anything.
One did. See, if you don't say anything, then you're part of it too.
Yep.
I mean,
All right. Sorry, next. Happier thoughts.
Sorry, next. So I was asking you about having drinks, on Sunday, right? Because you're coming home and you're like, back to reality. And, we were in Key West for those wonderful days, and it's Sunday morning and we walk and we get a little brunch or something, and no one's having any champagne. No one's having any Prosecco.
No.
We're like, should we have one? And then you just know if you have one, it's going to be 2. It's going to be another one at the airport. Or should we be good? And should we get home? That did not happen.
I was going to say, not you and your mom and your sister.
No, we got to the end. I'm like, we can't go out like this.
You have to go out having fun. My sister said, let's pretend it's Mother's Day because we're all together, and let's start opening the champagne. And bless her heart. So all alcohol laws are different everywhere, but she rolled up at the store as soon as she woke up thinking like, I won't have enough champagne today. And they refused to sell it to her until 10 a.m.
Oh.
So she had to leave, and then she went back at like 9:57. And she's like,
your sister doesn't know that?
That's what I thought was interesting, but she's a pretty good planner. So I don't think she ever has to run out.
Right. So she
normally is well stocked, but she'd been hosting for 3 days.
Right.
So
come on, Sarah.
The supply went low, man.
Yeah.
Supply went low.
She's like, wait, what time was she there? Like 8:30?
Yes. Like she took her dog for the morning loop, and then she's like, let me just run out right now and get it. So it'll be cold by the time everyone comes, if they leave the hotel and check out. And then, by the time I wake up, because I'm heavily medicating these days, I come down at 9, like fresh as a daisy. I'm like, hi. She's like, I've already been to the liquor store. We can't get anything till 10.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, okay, all right, we're doing it. And she's like, yes, let's just pretend it's Mother's Day since we're all together.
That's fun.
And really enjoy our time.
That's nice.
I mean, they even sent me a roadie with the Uber, and I was like, I can't have this mimosa in the car with this Uber driver.
You can't? You couldn't?
I took like 2 sips and I couldn't.
Oh.
I think it was a little too heavy on the OJ, if I'm being honest.
I mean, just need a waft. Mm-hmm. That's fun. I'm so glad you had such a nice time, because you guys don't get all together very often.
Because we're so spread out. I know.
Yeah.
So my son was supposed to come with me to play in the family golf tournament. And then due to the awesome turn of events, Kent was supposed to come too and play in the golf tournament. And then our son's EOGs, there was like some fluke at the school and they couldn't have their test. So he was going to have a test on Friday that he really wanted to take on time, even though his teacher told me it was fine. But then his championship game, like the playoffs, he won one game and they advanced to the finals, and the finals were going to be Saturday. And he was really into that as well.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to be the bad guy and make him miss. I want him to want to go see his cousins and my family.
Right.
And then Kent was like, I just feel uneasy about it too. I just like, I'll stay with the kids. It's not that I feel uneasy about seeing your family. I'm just busy with work. We missed Monday for the holiday. I can't really miss Friday right now.
Yeah.
It's not personal. Like, are you going to be okay? And then I compliment the therapy that we take now, where I'm like, I'm not going to take it personal. It's not about me.
Right.
I really want to go and have fun with my family.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to go or you can't go, that's fine.
Right.
Which I think was big, because normally I'd be like, you better not have fun at home. You better not this or that.
Yeah.
But I was happy to see that he didn't. Like, he ended up getting some nasty sty on his eye, and it was disgusting. It was all pussy.
Oh, no.
He like wouldn't even FaceTime me. He's like, my eye looks so disgusting. I can't.
Sorry, Nick. Speaking of his eyes.
I was like, Jesus. I was like, no, not good. Okay.
No.
You just rest up, put a hot compress on there.
Man.
So yeah, I mean,
He's
one of our neighbors did a pool party, breaking in their new pool, 4-finger jacks.
Yeah.
And I was like, sorry, I'm going away, but the rest of my crew might be around, and none of them went.
Yeah.
He stayed on the down low.
Yeah.
Which, made me feel better.
Yeah.
Because then I would have felt like it was selfish, right? If you can't come with me on a family trip, but then you go and enjoy yourself, then that's hurtful to me. If you really did need to decompress and have a slow weekend or catch up on work, I totally get that. But then if you go party it up, I'm going to take that personal then, that you just didn't want to come with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But luckily that was not the case. So crisis averted.
It was averted. Okay. Ooh, good.
Sorry, next.
Yeah. But I get that, right? Like, if you are saying you can't because of this, and then you go and live it up, just, that.
Right. If you're hungover at home, but you wouldn't come and have drinks with me.
Right.
Or what, what I'm saying. So crisis averted. Everything was fine.
Yeah.
Picked me up. We had a nice dinner last night. Had some wine. All good.
That's good.
All
okay,
good.
So it was nice weekends.
Mm-hmm. How did the suit handle you being gone?
He was good. He was really supportive. And he knew that, like, we all really needed it. He just knew it's been tough. And then, he had back surgery, and he's been in a lot of pain still.
So you've been, this third surgery didn't work?
It worked, but the doctor said because the way they bent his spine and inserted the disc, that because he's getting nerve pain on the other side now. So we were like, it failed. Oh my God. It's been 3 surgeries. Like, and he's been not sleeping for days because the pain is so bad and he can't get comfortable.
Oof.
And so anyway, we went to the doctor and they said, no, this is normal, that when we do this type of procedure, we fix the one side, the other side gets inflamed for a few weeks.
What?
Somebody should have told us that.
Yeah, someone should have definitely
because
told you that.
Him and I were thinking,
you wake up and you're better. Like,
well, yeah, but not, hey, you're going to probably feel this similar pain on the other side for a few weeks, but it will, like, we fix the problem, but just so you know, but they don't tell you that. And then he felt good after the surgery. And then about 8 days after the surgery, he was getting that nerve pain. And it was like,
probably the world crashing down.
Yes.
Because he thought, I'm about to have to go through this all over again.
Like, what is going on? So we went in, and the PA that we saw was like, oh yeah, it's normal, but it's going to hurt. But, just try to make sure you're sleeping at night, which he's not able to do.
Can he take a nerve blocker? Like, I'm on quite the cocktail for my sciatica. And I need to I'll send him the pictures of the stuff I'm taking.
Is it gabapentin?
Yeah.
Okay. He has been taking that, but it makes him like compulsive. Okay. He's doing this baseball card thing, and
well, you need to wait and just take it when he's in bed. I take it when I brush my teeth at night with a 500 milligram type of ibuprofen thing, also from the doctor, and the gabapentin from my neighbor, not the doctor.
Yeah.
And a third thing, like a muscle relaxer. I'm taking all 3 of those. And sometimes I'll even wash it down with NyQuil, not prescribed, because that's how I roll. Right. I'm a very light sleeper and a terrible sleeper. And I've had this like sciatica pain. And is it sciatic, or do you always have to say sciatica? I don't know. Anyway.
Sciatic.
I mean, I would say my sciatic nerve is hurting, but then everyone's like, oh, that sciatica is the worst.
I think sciatica is like the symptom, maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
Don't quote me on it.
Anyway, so yeah, so I'm on that cocktail and it helps me sleep.
Well, I might need to give him some NyQuil or something. But yeah, so he's been doing this baseball card thing with the boys. They've been loving it. It's like a bidding thing. I don't know exactly what it is, but they're all enjoying it, right? So great. But I wake up Saturday to 91 charges on our
joint account.
91.
Were they all like $2 or were they all like 60, 60, 90, 300?
No, a lot of 15, 20, 30. There were some 75s. I am so mad at him.
Were
right
you
now.
like fraud alert at first?
Oh, yeah. I called Wells Fargo. I said, this is fraud.
It's got to be. Someone must have. And could you tell they were all to the same place? Because they all said to FanDuel or
it's
Fanatic.
fraud. And he was like, I don't remember doing all that. And I'm like, well, then it's fraud. This is fraud. This is fraud. Like, and I'm so mad right now. Like, use your credit card. Don't use your debit card. So, yeah.
That's connected to my money.
I know.
Right. Yeah.
So you run up your credit card with that. Like,
right.
and then
problem.
You sell these because I guess there's cards that you can get that are worth money, which I think that's awesome. Like they're all into this. Then sell it and pay off,
it back.
But he said he's like, it's just that medicine. He's like, I don't even know. And I'm like, I don't know.
We need to watch Wolf of Wall Street and narrow this down.
I know. I'm like, you need to just stop. Like, I canceled his debit card.
Yeah.
I said, this is fraud. Something's wrong.
Shut it off.
Shut it off.
Right. Oof.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Sorry, next. No baseball cards.
Sorry, next. Yeah.
No.
The baseball card. I know. It's crazy.
I would be hot over that one.
I'm still steaming mad. I just came from a meeting with our client who we're really close with. And so DJ was telling him the story and it was funny because he was like, oh, and I was like,
Right. You got that third party opinion can help because he thinks he's right. You obviously think you're right. Sometimes hearing a friend agree or disagree and then they're like,
he's like, if my wife did that, I would lose my mind.
And what if you had done that? Would he even notice? Does he look at the accounts enough to notice? Because you're lucky in that. Like, for the first time, Kent and I are actually sharing.
But you both.
And it's so annoying.
Well, I'm like, I want separate accounts now.
I don't blame you. I loved having separate accounts. But now that we have everything together, I'm kind of like, does this mean I can't shop now? Like, what is he going to think is an acceptable limit or reasonable amount? I'm like, our kids need clothes every day. Every day I spend money on our kids. Every day.
Yeah.
Every day I
or they spend money on themselves.
Seriously, that Alexa Amazon purchase. So, I mean, I don't know. It's something you have to navigate.
Well, it's something,
every couple.
Right. And like budget, right? So, and we don't do a great job of that. We need to do a better job. But like, hey, here is your limit in spend, right?
If it's not bills, right.
Right. And then, but I don't know.
Oof.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm hot talking about it.
I know he does not like it when you're mad at him because you two can hold a grudge better than anyone I've ever met.
Yeah.
They will ignore each other for days. They will go on trips without each other. Like, be like, nope, I'm still going, bye. And not even tell the other person.
Bye.
Like, it's insane to me. I'm just like, what? And they're like, oh yeah. They're both like so strong-willed or strong-headed.
Stubborn.
Yeah. Seemed more insulting. I didn't want to be insulting.
No, it's the whole, I'm stubborn. He's stubborn.
You're so stubborn, your therapist fired you guys.
Technically, he was fired. I was not.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
But I blame the therapist a little bit on that because he knows the suit's trigger points and he did something that totally triggered him. And I was like, why would you do that? And
yeah, that's messed up.
But I wasn't fired. He was fired. I'm still the good student.
Yep.
But yeah, so anyway.
Okay, sorry. Next.
Yeah. But the suit's like, can you just get back to just being sweet? And I'm like, no, not really.
No, it's going to take me a minute. Sell a bunch of those cards and I will.
Yeah. I said, yeah, you thought you hit a big one. Like, sell it. Let's recoup some of this money. Like, doesn't grow on trees.
Doesn't grow on trees.
And not that I'm the best at,
right.
So I'll throw down a card and we'll go do something. And he was so supportive of Key West. And he was in a lot of pain. And our kids, they were like, yeah, we got it. We'll be here. We'll help with the dog. So he was.
Well, yeah, on top of everything you got going on with a sick relative and DJ's back and the surgery, you had a puppy and now she's being a real bee.
Yeah, she's got the heat going on, which is
the worst.
With everything with his back and the surgery, like we kind of put off spaying her, which they do recommend her going through that once. But I tried to put a diaper on her today.
You have to. I did.
Oh, she rips it off. Ugh. It's so funny though,
watching them because their tail, like it's just awkward.
And then she's like laying on her back and she looks like a little baby and it's got like the yellow pee line. I'm like, you take this off when they go outside to pee. I guess not. You just.
No, I always did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would take them off when they went outside. Yeah, I have a female Great Dane that had to go into heat and I will never again have a female dog that hasn't been fixed yet. I mean, I had never not really adopted before. This was the first one we got, definitely from a puppy mill, allegedly by accident on my part. But so yeah, she had not been fixed. And then I was like, oh, there's a droplet. Oh my God, it's going up the stairs. Like, oh my God.
I know. That's why I'm like, she can't come in here. Like, we have hardwoods, which is fine. You can easily wipe it up. Yeah. But yeah, I feel bad. I'm like, oh, are you crampy? Because it's crazy. Her nipples are bigger and swollen, and her hoo-ha is like super swollen. It's like hanging down there.
Oh my God. Speaking of crazy animal hoo-has, I do not like cats, as you guys probably know from listening, but Krista was in Key West and saw a disgusting actual feral cat. I know we joke that her sister's FCK, feral cat Kim, but she really saw like a feral cat with hemorrhoids. I mean,
no, it was balls.
I know, but what was that?
I guess that's normal
on a male cat.
I guess
from their anus.
I don't know.
It was like right where his tail is. It was like definitely his butt.
It was 2 balls. I know. I'll share it on our Instagram.
But it wasn't like a morphed, hybrid from a monkey. Like it was straight up like it was a cat walking around with these like things hanging down from its
I know. I had to video it. I was like, what is this? Yeah, I guess that's normal. I think most cats, when you see them, had been fixed.
Ugh,
it was
disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't.
We're just reinforcing I'm not a cat person.
No, neither am I.
You tried to send me this video and I start watching and I'm like, oh God, it's a cat.
I didn't even prep you. I just sent it.
So have you ever seen this before? And I'm like, oh, is it going to be the beautiful beaches of Key West?
No, I sent you cat balls.
Cat balls.
At Hemingway's house, they have all those 6-toed cats.
Yeah. Ooh, God.
There's 57 of them on the property.
Ooh, no thanks.
Yeah, no. Sorry. But anyway, Nick, saw that and I was like, what is this?
So what's something wild that FCK did that you're like, yep, when you can let loose, you really turn the page. Like she's such a good mom and a like not reserved person, but like deliberate, like meticulous, put together.
Yeah.
And then like when you can get her to let loose, she really like, did she dance on trash cans? Did she?
No, she didn't. I mean,
did you guys do karaoke?
We did karaoke. So she sang with me, of course. She lost a battle with a small table. That day too, when we did a lot of the day drinking, we were in the pool for a while that afternoon and it was like, and then all of a sudden something hit her more than it did my mom and I, and she was just shlam-a-lam ding dong. Ooh. And I was like, let's get you something to eat. So we sit down at the table right at the little bar restaurant right there and order some food. Guacamole, yes. And we were like, can we get some pina coladas? And the server's like, well, I'm not serving her. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I get it.
No, really? She was denied service where you're staying.
Yes. But our server was a real bitch. She was just not nice.
Like we're trying to have fun here.
Yeah. She was just
or were you guys so obnoxious?
No, we weren't. No, we weren't at all. Just, you could just tell that FCK had too much, but we all kind of did, but no one was like, no, we were just,
she wasn't like screaming.
We just needed to get some food. Yeah. So when we went back to the room and we had one of the rooms right on the water, it was awesome. And, there are those day beds there, but they had covered them up and it was probably like 6:30 or something. And we wanted to go stay on them. So we were trying to pull it off and the sand, you're in sand. And so it went a little too hard and she kind of fell back and hit the corner of the table and scratched her back. It's like a 12-inch scrape all the way up her back.
She is not the first one to be on a girls trip in Key West and hurt herself. No. I mean, the same has happened to me. So I cannot throw stones
and it was
judge.
Right by that fence.
Oh. That's the wall. That's the wall of shame over there. I tried to hop a fence and my foot did not cooperate and I ruptured my bursa. Who even knew that was a thing? It never got black and blue. It never got swollen, but I couldn't put any pressure on it.
Yeah.
I woke up the next day thinking I was going to be fine and it was not fine. I couldn't walk.
Well, and one would think to walk around the fence and just go through the hotel.
That was like acres away. That was so far.
It was so far.
It was so far. The guy said, yeah, look at the ocean. The restaurant's to the left. Oh my gosh, yeah. Show that
I know.
picture.
Well, she's going to kill me for this.
Oh man, she's a slice down the side of her back. Gotta put some scar cream on that. Well,
Yeah.
sorry, next. Key West lives on in infamy. It's always a
best.
fun place. And that airport is such a dive that you're like, all right, we're going to have fun.
So the airport's totally different now.
What?
Yeah. You walk into a terminal. You go through a jet bridge into a terminal now.
Oh, that's kind of a bummer.
I know. I was like, wait, where are we?
You're like, you got commercialized?
Yeah.
Do they still have that like
No.
tiki bar?
It's gone. They have a
Damn.
Chili's.
No.
Yes.
Oh, that's a shame.
I know. I said, what happened to Last Chance Bar? This
That's what it
place
is,
was
Last Chance.
awesome. Instead, you have Chili's.
No. I mean, bottomless chips and salsa is nice.
Yeah. Wasn't the same.
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
All right. So sorry, next. Then you'll go to Myrtle this weekend.
Yeah. So we've
Classing it up.
classing it up. Myrtle Beach, Key West to Myrtle. Yeah. The Carolina Country Music Fest is this
Woo.
weekend. It'll be good. Lainey
I
Wilson.
was gonna say, it's Lainey,
Yeah.
isn't it? I want to see her
Jelly
live.
Roll. Come on down. Come for a night.
Maybe I should.
Yeah. Jelly Roll. Rascal Flatts is doing Thursday.
I am here for this re-insurgence of Rascal Flatts.
Yes.
They are so hot again right now. And they
They're
were
awesome.
like 90s country. They were one of the first country bands I really loved. And now they are back. Like, actually, what night are they with you? Because they're at CMA Fest in Nashville a bunch too.
Thursday. They're doing our kickoff night.
Okay, they're doing Friday and Saturday, or Saturday and Sunday at CMA Fest with maybe Kelsey Ballerini or with someone
Okay.
a couple times.
Yeah.
And I'm like, look at them. They're even the headliner one night. It's like the 11:30 spot at Nissan Stadium. I'm like, look at Rascal Flatts go.
Coming back.
Good for them.
So many. They've got like 25 number one hits.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
They've got great songs.
I saw them with Jessica Simpson opening for them in Greenville, South Carolina. And I cried because I love Jessica so much too, but it was so good.
She's
one of the best concerts.
She's got new music out.
I know.
So, sorry, next real story about Jessica Simpson when she was doing her first country album and The Suit was in country radio. He had her come out and perform on my ex-husband's boat.
Oh God.
Like yeah.
Full circle awkward.
Anyway, I was on there with my ex-husband and The Suit was on there.
I think you guys invited me because you knew I was obsessed and I had to go to my sister's baby shower in California and I was pissed.
And you couldn't go out?
I couldn't go out. I couldn't go.
Oh,
and
you missed it.
I know. And another time she was at Sweet, the nightclub in the Epicenter.
Yep.
It could have been that same weekend or when she came to sing at the NASCAR race or something. And Kent had a little stint being a bouncer because everyone knows no is his favorite word.
Yeah.
And
how'd that work out?
I know. And I was again supposed to be there, but I had to go out of town again for like a bridal shower. And I'm like, the world is keeping me apart from my best friend. Jessica Simpson and I are supposed to be best friends, and it's just not working out.
Yeah, she was amazing.
She's so beautiful in person, I've heard.
And it was like a hurricane. The winds were so high, but she didn't stop. She sang because she knew all those people were there to hear her, and they had won tickets, and she just had her like 6-inch heels on. You think I wear high heels?
You got it from her. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, and she's really only 5'3" or something. So yeah, she had her heels on the boat and she did great.
Oh, I love
her. New music's really good.
Yeah. I'm hoping she comes back too. I would love
Maybe
that for
we'll
her.
get her at CCMF next year.
Okay.
That would be awesome.
Let's make it happen. Speak it into the world.
Let's do it. Put it out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be good. But yeah, so we're excited. This weekend's going to be great. The festival's been sold out for months. It's a big festival. But yeah, we're excited. Should be good. Should be good. Good times.
Fun times.
I'm working with Uncommon James.
Yes. That's
So
awesome.
they're
Kristen Cavallari's line.
Yep. So I was like, if Kristen wants to come out to the festival, we'd love to have her.
Yeah, we'd love to make a spot for her right next to us.
Yeah. But so the brand's coming out. They're setting up. They're doing like permanent jewelry and selling some of the other jewelry. So that should be awesome. Yeah.
I really like all of her jewelry too.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. She's a cutie.
So great.
She's trying to make her own way too, you know? Gotta hand it to her.
Yeah. She's got good stuff though.
Yeah, good style.
Little plug there.
A little plug there for Miss Cavallari, Uncommon James.
Yeah. So tell me about Sorry Next car tweezers.
I just wasn't sure if I'd like filled you guys in on this amazing life hack because it can be embarrassing. But as we get older, you will notice that you get random hairs on your face that maybe once always weren't there. Like I pluck my eyebrows the least out of anywhere on my face now.
Yeah.
The eyebrow hair just doesn't grow back really anymore, but it's the other spots, namely the chin.
Yeah.
Where random hairs will grow. And really natural light is the best place to see them.
Mm-hmm.
So your car in the sun in the summer.
Yeah.
You have to now have a pair of car tweezers. And I promise you, you won't go back. Like I only really use the tweezers. Sometimes if I'm at a light, I'll see it. And then I'm like, oh man, I get my tweezers out. Yeah. And then another car notices you. And so it's a little embarrassing, but it is the best place to make sure you can catch those strays.
Those hairs. Yeah. Well, because you'll put the sun visor down and open the
Mhm.
mirror up, and then I'm like, oh my God, what are those hairs there?
Yes.
Even eyebrows, because I have dark hair. But you're like, wait, I didn't see that when I was putting my makeup on.
I know. See, the
So
lighting
that's
in the car.
brilliant.
You have to have your separate car tweezers. And let's hope you get to keep your own car to yourself, that you don't have to family share.
Yeah, right.
But what's going on with DJ's truck? Sorry, Nick.
Oh.
The suit got a new car, but there's a problem?
No, there's not a problem. I didn't know he was getting a new car.
Well, he's always up to something.
I know. So there was, when all this was going on with Nanny, and apparently with this is coming from him, the engines from like the 6.8 or whatever engines that we both have with I have a Tahoe in his truck. Okay, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't have time to look it up, whatever.
I feel like a story's being spun to sell you. Okay, go ahead.
They're blowing up or something. I don't know. Anyway, the engine's from 99 to 2022 or something. I don't know. This is
99 to 2022?
2019. I mean,
okay. I was about to say,
I keep saying 99.
That whole
2019.
Okay.
So he was like, well, we got to get new cars. And
because it really only affects you when you hit 70,000 miles.
Right.
And we're about to hit or whatever.
And so he was like, I was trying to get us some new cars. I didn't want to bother you with it. But so I have a new truck now. And I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, we save, $50, $60 a month. And I'm like, I know, but did you just refinance like the whole? I'm like, oh my God. He's like, I know, I didn't want to bother you. Everything with Nanny was going on, but I got it. And I'm trying to find you one because we got to get you a new one. And I'm like, do we though? Like, is this a thing?
I don't know.
So anyway, I got in his truck to move it one day and I was like, why does it smell new?
Because it's the same color and everything?
It's exact same truck.
Just 2 years newer?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Isn't that funny?
That's funny.
Oh boy.
Boys and their toys.
Boys and their toys.
I sold the Jeep finally.
That's great.
Yep. Took that.
Check
that to the bank. A lot more lawyer bills are paid off.
Check that. Yeah, you're almost paid up.
My sister said to me, she's like, imagine how different your life would be if, obviously you guys are together, but you didn't have all these lawyer bills.
Right.
I'm like, imagine.
You guys racked up a lot. I mean, it was.
And prior to the separation, I think he realized he was addressing the issues and trying to take me on trips to make me happy.
Right.
Which sometimes going on a trip for a mom can lead to more work, right? I had to facilitate.
Right.
Where's the kids' food? Where are the kids going to be? The dogs, meals, laundry, and my job. Like, it's not easy just to go away at the drop of a hat. And we just kept taking these trips. We're also racking up, unbeknownst to me, a little more debt than I was aware of.
Right.
But hey,
lesson
2.0. 2.0. But once we get these lawyers paid off, woo!
You'll be like, oh my gosh.
I'm like, what's it like to have extra money again?
Right. I know, because you guys are trying to knock it all out.
And we're trying to be fiscally responsible, which is not fun at all.
It's not fun.
It's not fun.
I don't want to do that.
I'm going to be driving on vacation this summer.
Yeah.
You know how hard that was to say?
That was, yeah. What do you mean I can't book my first class ticket, put my kids in coach?
I can't take a plane? What?
Where are you going this summer?
Well, just like our normal family beach trips and things. And my son's actually going to camp all the way in New Hampshire. And I think I'll be picking him up by car.
What? That's way too far.
I know, but I have so much family along the way. So I think I'm going to try to make it a fun trip with the girls. Like, we'll go to DC for a night. Like, they love Washington, DC. And I took them at the beginning of our separation. They still say that's their favorite vacation we've ever done.
Oh, really?
When I took them to Washington,
I remember when
DC.
you did that. Yeah.
I was like, really? I was sobbing every night in the bed after you fell asleep. Anyway. And then
drinking NyQuil.
Right. And then, so DC and then New Jersey and then Boston and then pick up the kids at camp in New Hampshire, then back to Boston, then New Jersey for a week-long vacation.
Oh, okay. Well, that's okay.
So the worst drive is from here to DC. That's the 6-hour one. That'll be the longest. So I'm going to try to make it fun.
I think that would be fine.
I think I can do it.
I think you could do it. That sounds fun.
It sounds
like I would join you.
It sounds nice and humbling.
Nice and humbling. Yeah. So I would join you. I might be going to Alaska. The suit doesn't know this.
Fun.
Yeah, to hike, to do the mountains, do 30 to 40 miles over 2 nights in the mountains.
No.
I don't know if we're going to do that or just do somewhere here local because...
You have a desire to hike?
Well, I did the Tetons a few years ago and that was amazing.
Okay.
We did 42 miles over 3 days, pack everything on your back.
Yeah, I used to go to camp like that and it was awful.
Yeah. I mean, I'll have to tell some stories about that. We ran into some cowboys. They shared their whiskey with me because I didn't bring any wine because that weighs
a lot.
Yeah,
Cool.
there was like they did like a father-son trip. It was pretty cool. They were on donkeys. I'm like, we're hiking. You guys are on donkeys.
Donkeys.
And they're like, well, the donkeys carry the wine. I'm like, okay.
You're smart. Okay, smarter than you look.
Yeah, smarter than you look. Yeah. So.
Well, if you could see the Northern Lights, I might be more on board with the Alaska trip.
Oh, would you actually do a hiking trip with me?
I mean, probably not the hiking part, but I could go.
You could go and then I'll just see you 3 days later.
Yeah.
Okay. And you'll be there for the before and after?
Yeah. I'll hold up the sign that says like, welcome back. You did it. We'll put like an air tag. Hold on. I actually just saw a story that some friends called the police because they thought their friend was dead on a hike and they found out they were just on mushrooms.
Oh my God.
Everyone's fine.
Everybody's fine.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. I didn't have time. I was just got in here with Dylan and we started going because you're late. And we started going over a few like podcast stats. Like we have over 100 subscribers now. We're in the triple digits.
All righty.
And then, I'm just like, we were looking at our stats on things. So then that leads to like the rabbit hole of other posts and stuff.
Yeah.
And I saw this headline from People that was like, hikers call 911 claiming friend is dead, ... just mushrooms.
Oh my
Just
God.
on mushrooms.
Well, I mean, I guess if you're going to go and do that, that would not. I mean,
No, that was like the number one comment. Like, you don't go hiking on mushrooms. You sit around and say you're going to go hiking and then you never eventually
do it.
You never like, well, let me smoke this bowl first or let me get a drink first. Let me go to the bathroom first.
Yeah.
And then the night gets taken away from you. And then you're like, we almost went hiking last time.
We almost did. We actually did. We actually got lost.
Oof.
So we went 6 miles out of the way the first day, did 18 miles. We didn't have a guide. It was 5 women, one of them who I know really well. And then the other 3 I did not know. So I was kind of doing something out of my comfort
Was
zone.
it for charity or anything?
No, we just to do it.
All right.
Yeah. But it was just awesome. Like
That's awesome.
we saw moose. We saw all these deer. We drank spring water. That was the best water I've ever had.
Okay. Did you have to put the tablets in it to make sure it wouldn't make you sick or anything?
We had a filter that we pushed it through. It was great. But I would love to do it again because you just are walking with these women having these amazing conversations. No one's on devices.
That's true.
And it's
No one's
beautiful.
buzzed up yet. That's true. All right.
Well, I'm bringing wine next time because I would have loved a big glass of red wine at the end
That's true.
of each day. Like, don't even need more than a glass, maybe 2. But yeah. So I'm going to see if I can get you to come with me one time.
You could, the draw to check Alaska off the box is there. So.
Okay. All right.
All right. Well, sorry, next. I got to go. I got family dinner tonight.
She has to cook
I'm
dinner.
going to try to be
Lame.
a present mom because I was just away. I was just out of town and
thought we were going to hang out.
You did not say that ahead of time.
I know I didn't.
You did not prep me to
get
the night blocked.
I know. The suit's like, are you guys hanging out? I'm like, I don't know. We haven't talked about it. We just know we're recording and I'm late. I got to go. Bye.
Yeah. Love you. Bye.
Yeah. So,
well, we love you guys. Thanks for listening.
Thanks. We'll see you next time. Sorry, next.